Fengold is a branded combination supplement promising to, quote, burn fat and boost metabolism. But does it actually work, and is it safe to use? Let's take an in-depth look at Fengold for weight loss to see if it's worth your money, see if we can replicate it with a cheaper alternative, and give it an overall rating. Let's take a look at the ingredients. Here are the doses per capsule. The recommended dosing is 3 capsules a day. Whenever supplements add ingredients into their product, there are 3 very common issues with many of these ingredients. One is that the doses that they use are often way too small to be effective. 2 is that types of extract they use are ineffective and don't contain much of the active compounds. And 3 is that the ingredient itself has not reliably shown any beneficial effect in humans. When we analyze all these ingredients, we're going to see which one of these issues they have. Let's start with the B vitamins. The B vitamins, particularly vitamin B12, B6, B5, and B3, are used by your body to help break down food and convert it into energy. Supplementing them is really only useful if you're at risk of becoming deficient in these nutrients. Taking more than your body actually needs is not going to cause you to lose more weight or more efficiently burn energy. The B vitamins are found in all kinds of whole grains, vegetables, and animal protein, and if you're eating most of these foods, chances are you're not deficient. However, B12 is found mostly in animal protein, so if you're vegetarian or vegan or just have a diet low in animal protein, supplementing B12 is sometimes a good idea, especially in those who are older. That being said, the B vitamin doses in Fengold are really weak. People deficient in B12 usually supplement B12 at 1,000 micrograms per day, not 24 micrograms per day. So you'll do much better taking a good quality B complex supplement if you are actually deficient in any of these B vitamins. Whenever supplements add green tea or green coffee extracts to their product, they like to claim that their product is now, quote, thermogenic and helps to burn fat. Unfortunately, studies do not show any significant weight loss from these supplements, and I find that it's often the caffeine content from drinking green tea or green coffee that helps people to exercise more, which results in any noticeable weight loss. Of course, that means for these to work properly, you'll need to actively exercise more and burn more calories. But this may not matter since the specific extracts they're using in this supplement are not effective. Green tea extract is usually dosed at around 500 milligrams, standardized to a specific polyphenol called EGCG. All they've listed here is 50% polyphenols, which tells me they likely didn't bother to standardize the active polyphenol, EGCG. So although the dose is sufficient, the extract they're using here is not effective. The same goes with green coffee. Green coffee extract is usually dosed at around 500 milligrams, standardized to a specific compound called chlorogenic acid. There's no standardization here, and the dose is also too low, so I wouldn't expect this ingredient in Fengold to do anything. Next is L-tyrosine, which is an amino acid. This is interesting because tyrosine is not something I see in a typical weight loss supplement. This is because tyrosine has absolutely no known effects on weight. Rather, it's known as a supplement to help with cognition and memory. The fact they've added it here starts to tell me the type of supplement they're trying to put together here. Maybe something more for energy and wakefulness. Unfortunately, the dosing here is way too low. We're looking for a few grams of L-tyrosine per day, and 300 milligrams ain't gonna cut it. But perhaps they're leaning more towards increased energy and wakefulness. We'll check out the other ingredients to see. Taking a look at the next 2 ingredients seem to confirm my suspicions. Rhodiola and L-theanine are used for their possible effects on cognition and wakefulness. There are no known direct effects on weight loss. However, they are recognized for their possible use to help people manage stress. Additionally, the dosing and standardization used is sufficient, making me start to think this supplement may be more useful for stress and cognition than it is for weight loss. Dimethylethanolamine, or DMAE, also falls into this group and is a supplement that was once marketed for children with ADHD as it shows some weak evidence for its nootropic effects. A nootropic is something that might be able to help improve brain performance and cognition, and DMAE might be expected to also help with cognition. However, the dose is too low in Fengold, as studies typically dosed around 500 milligrams of the stuff. When we combine these ingredients with the supplement's likely main active ingredient, caffeine, which is yet another nootropic and cognitive aid, we can see what kind of supplement this really is. This is likely the most, quote, effective part of the supplement, as caffeine does have some potential uses for weight loss, mostly in the form of increasing wakefulness and alertness, helping people to remain more active and exercise more. Fengold gives you 225 milligrams of caffeine, equivalent to around 3 to 4 shots of espresso, which is a moderately strong dose. We actually have a video specifically on caffeine and coffee for weight loss. You can check it out in the description down below. Finally, we have cayenne extract, which is essentially a crude form of capsaicin. I've talked about capsaicin for weight loss before, and I'll link the video down below as well, but to summarize, capsaicin might be slightly helpful for weight loss when used as a spice in food, when you can taste it, since the burning sensation might make people eat less and drink more water. But as a supplement, and especially at the tiny dose in Fengold, it's totally useless. BioPurine is a standardized pepper extract, and in this case, it's used to help improve the absorption of some of the other ingredients, like caffeine, but otherwise it has no therapeutic effects. So is Fengold safe to take? Well, the most concerning is likely the caffeine content. If you're sensitive to caffeine, have cardiovascular issues, suffer from anxiety disorders, or are taking other stimulant drugs like phentermine, you need to ask your doctor to see if it's safe to take. This is also not safe for pregnancy or if you are breastfeeding. I would not surpass 4 capsules per day, or the amount of caffeine might start to cause symptoms of caffeine overdose, like anxiety, headaches, or dizziness. I would also avoid taking it in the evening, or it might cause insomnia. Taken together, Fengold is not really a weight loss supplement as it markets itself. Its ingredients lean toward a supplement that tries to support cognition and alertness rather than supporting weight loss. It appears that the only way that Fengold would work for weight loss, if it did at all, would be mainly as a supplement to increase wakefulness and improve energy for exercise, mainly thanks to all that caffeine. This means that you would need to exercise more frequently and with greater intensity while on the supplement for it to be useful at all. The name Fengold likely plays off the popular drug phentermine, which is a stimulant drug. Fengold contains no phentermine, which is good since phentermine is a prescription medication and can't be purchased legally in an over-the-counter supplement, but it's not going to work at all like phentermine. So while Fengold could be considered a stimulant, it's not going to be the type of stimulant that'll help you burn fat and boost metabolism like they advertise. Rather, it works by making you feel more awake, so you might be more inclined to exercise more and do more physical activity. Overall, Fengold is an overpriced caffeine pill with some added nootropics like rhodiola and L-theanine. Like most caffeine supplements, it can help to improve your energy and increase the frequency and intensity of your exercises. Fengold tries to combine a few other helpful ingredients, however the doses and ingredients that it uses effectively limit to just a rhodiola, L-theanine, and caffeine supplement. It's also a pretty expensive supplement, with a monthly supply costing around $75. Compared to if you were to just get caffeine tablets, it's around $3 per month. Add on a better quality rhodiola supplement, which is $15 per month, and L-theanine, which is $10 a month, and you can essentially recreate what Fengold provides for around $28 per month just by supplementing them individually. Rating Fengold by effectiveness for weight loss, I'm giving it a C. It basically works as an exercise aid, and taking it without increasing your exercise is not likely going to have any effects on your weight whatsoever. Rating it by cost, I'm giving it a D. A monthly cost of $75 is a little steep, and it can be essentially replicated by getting individual ingredients at a cost 2 to 3 times less. Rating it for safety, I'm giving it a C. It's not safe for everyone to use due to the high caffeine content. Overall rating, I'm giving a D. I would not recommend it at all. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Young. Do you think it's worth it? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and leave me a like. Hit the notification bell if you want to stay up to date, and share this video with someone you know can use the info.